What's up, YouTube? Zach's back with another attack, and today we're going to be talking about some things like the Union Cross update, my new job, and also the non-profit that I've been doing a lot of work for. If you haven't heard about that, there was a video a while back about all of my non-profit, how I started it, and everything like that. But we'll talk about that a little bit more in this live stream as well. Also, this is the first time anyone's seen my new setup. You can see all of my Kingdom Hearts games back there, as well as the Yeti wearing a Batman mask. I wore the Batman mask in one of my videos, as well as that monster Yeti thing being in my video with Eric from Waffle and a Half when we do Say What I Write. So definitely check out that video. That's pretty funny as well. But today should be interesting. There is things I wanted to talk about, such as my new job. That's going to be the first one I want to talk about because things kind of just happened with this. I was working at a factory for a while and ended up leaving there and got a job as a server. I've pretty much worked in the restaurant industry my entire life, aside from I worked at Walmart for a little bit, and then I worked at this factory for a little bit, and I decided to get back into the restaurant industry. I enjoy serving, working with people, things like that, so I got a job at Banditos. It's a Mexican restaurant, and I'm going to be serving there. Well, today was my orientation, or so I thought. I spoke with the manager there, and she said, you can either come in tomorrow, or you can come in on Friday. I spoke with her yesterday. And I said, you know, tomorrow works better for me than Friday, so I'll come in tomorrow at 2:30. And she's like, okay, that's perfect, let's do it. And then I got in my car today and went to go to the orientation, and the car wouldn't start. I've had some issues with my truck in the past where it doesn't start, but normally after a few minutes of messing with it and just trying to get it to go, the truck just starts up and then I can go wherever I'm going. But today, I think I flooded the engine. So, yeah, that sucks, and I'm not entirely sure if that's even really what happened, but I had to call the boss of Banditos and be like, hey, I'm pretty sure I just flooded my engine, so I am going to be either really late because I'm going to have to walk 2 hours to get to work, or I can just try and reschedule this with you. And she's on the phone and she's like, Zach, we were supposed to meet on Friday at 2:30. And I was like, what? Friday at 2:30? I mean, that works better for me because my truck's obviously not working, but I said tomorrow, I thought. She's like, no, Friday at 2:30, so I will see you then. And I was like, okay, bye then. And I was like, I know I said tomorrow, not Friday, because I didn't know if Ashley, my wife, worked on Friday or not, so I wasn't sure if Friday would work good or if I should do it tomorrow, today, when I knew that Ashley would be at work and it wouldn't interfere with me being able to spend time with her. So a few minutes later, probably like 20 minutes later actually, after me racking my mind, because I also had an interview with Speedway on Friday. I was supposed to have my orientation with Banditos today, and then an interview with Speedway, the gas station, on Friday, and I knew that I had balanced that. So she's like, oh, I am a mess. I checked my paperwork again, and you were supposed to come in today. And I'm like, thank you. I knew that. That's what I told you. And she basically said I could come in another time, and it's okay. And so we worked it out, but I was just racking my mind. I was like, I know that I said tomorrow, not Friday, because it works better for me. So I thought I was going crazy, but hopefully that all works out. Hopefully my truck isn't too badly off, and I can just let the spark plugs dry a little bit and then get to work and do that orientation and everything, and it'll all be okay. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's all good, but I got a quick joke for you guys since we're starting this off, and I kind of got straight into my job story because it's just stressing me out a little bit, so I wanted to jump right into that. But I do have a joke for you guys to start off this live stream. What is Lady Gaga's favorite kind of steak? Raw, 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 raw. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Some of my jokes are better than others, but I heard that one the other day and I was cracking up. So hopefully you like that. Let's go on to talk about this new Union Cross update to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. So they did an update where not only is the Coliseum way different now, but they also have a new medal that is the X Kyrie, and it's very hard to get. My brother, on the other hand, got this medal on his first pull, and I have pulled maybe 8 or 9 times and have not gotten her yet. Some people have gotten multiples of her, and I really think that Square Enix is doing this to where if you play a lot and you are willing to spend money, then you're less likely to get it than those who never spend money and who don't play as much or are not as good at the game, if you will, don't have as good of medals, because that's how they get you to spend more money. It's supposed to be completely random. They do say on all of their documentation that all of this is completely random, but it can't be, because, like I said, my brother, who hasn't spent any money in the game, I don't think, has drawn this medal that's the best medal in the game at this point on his first draw, and I have drawn 7 or 8, maybe 9 times, and still have not gotten it. And I do occasionally spend a little bit of money on this game. So it's really weird because it doesn't make sense that those who don't spend money get it, but those who do spend money don't. And it's supposed to be random, so there's no way to actually spend money and specifically get that medal. You just have to do like a random 10 medal drawing and hope that one of them is this incredibly rare but powerful medal. And so I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. The Coliseum, though, because this super rare medal actually increases the counter of certain medals by 1. This new medal increases the counter of enemies by 1. When the counter gets to 0 on enemies, it either heals the enemy, or they can attack you early, or things like that. And so before, it was just in random story missions where you would have enemies that have this counter. Now the counter is on many enemies throughout the Coliseum, and if you don't have this medal, it makes the Coliseum way harder and makes people who do have this medal have a very unfair advantage over people who don't. And that kind of takes away a lot of fun of the game. You know, if you can draw 8 or 9 times and not get this medal that you really want, then are you going to spend more money trying to get this medal? Probably not, because you're going to waste your money, you feel like. And it makes sense on the other spectrum, where people who have a lot of money to blow will keep spending money until they get this medal. But me personally, if I spend a little bit of money and don't get what I'm going for, that makes me never want to spend money on it again. So maybe that's just me. If you don't agree, let me know in the comments. Is it echoing a lot? I heard it's echoing a lot. Okay, I'm sorry. That should fix the echo. Give me just 1 second. Let's see. I think I fixed it. Okay, I'm sorry about that echo. I think it's fixed now. Maybe I didn't fix the echo. Okay, now it should be good. Are we good now? Okay. So now the audio doesn't line up, but I think that it's actually good now. One more second. I do think I fixed it. For real this time. The first time I didn't fix it. Okay, now we're good. Sweet. It's all good. Thank you, Shane. I appreciate you letting me know that it's echoing. If any issues ever happen in these live streams, definitely let me know in the comments, because I have no way of knowing unless I'm listening to it in my headphones. So, yeah, once again, definitely just let me know if anything happens so I can get it fixed. It's usually easy to fix it on my end if I know what's going on, but if I don't know what's going on, I can't do anything about it. So, hopefully you guys still got everything I was saying about my new job and the union cross update. We are already 10 minutes or so into this live stream. But I've got a lot to talk about my non-cross business. We're trying to do a lot of things that can really help people who are bullied in the region of Indiana that I'm in the Fort Wayne area, Auburn, Kindleville, East Noble, things like that. And I have a lot of plans, which I will briefly discuss. I don't want to give away everything yet before anything's official, but have you guys ever heard of William Hung? This guy is, he was on American Idol Season 3. He sang She Bangs, and he got a lot of flack for it. Here's my logo. I will just put that over myself for a minute. Let me see if I can just put my head in this heart. Hi guys, what's up? So, let me take that away. So William Hung was on Season 3 of American Idol. He sang She Bangs and got a lot of crap for it. Simon said it was horrible, and he got bullied a lot. But it ended up leading to him getting a career in music, and it's kind of fading in and out. Are you talking about the audio, Shane? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Shane, is that the audio that's fading in and out? Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like my microphone should be working okay. Is everything good on your end? I can. It's not doing it anymore. Okay, cool. Glad that that's fixed. Okay. I know the echo came back for a second, but it should be good now. Okay. Hopefully everything's good now. Sorry again about that. I'm trying to get William Hung to come do an event for my organization. We are trying to put on this big event where people can come and not only learn all about Squid Ink. Okay, hopefully that fading in and out is better. Whoa, my hair went crazy there. So we're trying to get William Hung to come to an event. We're trying to get our name out with this event, as well as get people to be able to open up to us about their bullying experiences. I would eventually like to do a survey through many of the Fort Wayne schools and see what kind of bullying situation is for them. There is a law in Indiana now that people have to report all of their bullying incidents to the state. But the problem is, it's not, well, it's happening, but they're actually lying about what's going on. And that's a bad thing. The news people, different news stations, more than one, have actually looked into this and said that many schools are actually reporting 0 incidents in a year of bullying, and that's impossible. I wish that was the case, but honestly, it's just a matter of these schools not reporting properly. And the problem is, even if they are reporting properly, kids aren't coming to adults, and that's an issue that is really going on with the bullying issues and schools. And there's a lot of trainings that people can do, but if kids aren't telling adults about what's going on, or other kids aren't standing up for those kids getting bullied, then nothing's going to change. And it's a big problem, but it's something that I'm working on to at least raise awareness of and try and get people to be more comfortable with it. Eventually, I would like to get a website where people can anonymously talk to people who can help them with their problems, a bit like therapy in a way, but not quite that in depth. Just kind of an open ear for people to talk to, and people who understand and have training in things like that. I also would love to do a Big Brother, Big Sister type of thing. If you are familiar with that organization, then you know that they will pair children up with adults who are good mentors, and they really try to give people good role models in their lives, and I think that's really cool. They try and make sure that everyone's got a good influence, and it helps a lot of kids out. So I would love to do something similar to that, but instead of having like a lifelong kind of person necessarily, I would like it to be more just like kids who feel alone. A lot of kids feel alone, like they don't have friends and things like that, and it's very beneficial for them to have an adult who is there for them, who can just go hang out with them during recess and go to lunch with them or something. You know, I would like to hold events where not only the kids and those adults that are there for them, but also just anybody can come and make new friends, have fun with each other, going bowling, going to movies, doing like a trampoline park, things like that. And I think that could be really cool. So one of the big problems that is happening right now with this nonprofit is that we are not 501c3 tax exempt yet. That basically means that the IRS, the International Revenue Service that handles all kinds of tax issues and everything like that, does not recognize Squid Inc. as being tax exempt. We are an official nonprofit registered with the state of Indiana, but that really just means that if we need to buy things for the organization or for this event that I was speaking of, that we cannot pay state tax on it in a store. So when you buy something in the store and you have to pay like an extra 7 cents, 8 cents per dollar, we would not have to pay that if it's for the organization. That's the only thing that I really have as a benefit right now. Once we are 501c3 tax exempt, anybody who donates money to the cause will be able to write that off of their taxes. So if somebody donates $200, they should in theory be able to write that off their taxes once we're tax exempt, and get that money back at the end of the year. So that is a process. The problem is there's a thick stack of papers of an application you have to do, and it costs at minimum $275. Could be anywhere up to like $800, and it really just depends on a lot of different factors. But you also almost have to have some kind of a lawyer and accountant work on that form for you, because it's just so complex, and if you don't have everything done correctly, then it really can get messed up and make it take way longer. The process already takes 6 months typically, but people have had it take 3-4 years, if not longer, and sometimes it takes 3 or 4 years and then you're denied. And that's really what I'm trying to prevent. I would rather have 6 months go by and get approved than have 4 years go by and get denied. So that's a process, and what we can do in the meantime, which I'm greatly looking into, is what is called a fiscal sponsorship. That is essentially where another nonprofit that is 501c3 tax exempt is able to sponsor you in a way so that any donations and things like that can go to them, but to a special account kind of thing, to where it's all tracked to where it can come back to you. They will collect all of your money for you so that it can be tax exempt, and then write that money back to your organization as a grant. And that's a really cool thing, because a lot of people will not donate if they don't have a good benefit in it for them. And a good benefit is being able to write it off of their own taxes at the end of the year. So doing this fiscal sponsorship basically allows us to get donations from people to where they can write it off their taxes and it'll be completely legit. So hopefully all that works out and we're able to start getting donations from people. I think that'll really benefit the organization, and money is a big factor because William Hung costs about $1,700 to get to this event. Sorry, that is $1,700, which includes his travel, his speaking costs, food for him while he's here, hotel, just everything that he could need is going to cost $1,700 more or less. And I'm also looking into getting an actress who was on The Office. One second, I can pull up her name. Let's see here. If you guys have ever seen the actress, if you guys have ever seen the show The Office, it's very funny. I would like to get Steve Carell, but that's not going to happen. Jenna Fisher is an actress. She was actually married to James Gunn, who directed the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. And so I would like to get her to come in and be a part of this. But essentially, she is from Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is where this nonprofit is based out of. So I would love it if she could come and speak on our behalf, because she's from Fort Wayne, Indiana. So it makes sense that somebody from Fort Wayne would want to come to Fort Wayne or a surrounding area and speak to prevent bullying. She does live in Los Angeles currently, so I don't know if that's actually a possibility at all. And I'm willing to bet that she costs quite a bit more than William Hung. She would draw more of a crowd. Not that it's about drawing a crowd necessarily, but if you're going to put on this big expensive event and try and get your name out and start making money for the actual things you can do for kids, then you need a little bit of money. it is for a great cause, and I really think that we could help people in the community and eventually make it bigger. There are other bullying organizations in the world, but there's none that focus on this area of Indiana, or I don't think there's any in Indiana at all. So having something that would help with that would really be a great cause. I think this live stream's only going to be about a half hour. I might cut my live streams down to about 30 minutes instead of an hour, just to keep them a little more focused and get through everything. If I get a lot more people watching and people have any questions or anything, then I can definitely do some longer live streams like that. I would like to make them an hour, but if it's just me sitting here talking about things, then it's not necessarily going to take up a full hour. And I know a lot of people can't always watch a live stream for a full hour, so we'll see what happens with that. I hope you guys have enjoyed my Kingdom Hearts content. I've only had one video up so far, but I've got some cool things coming up, such as why Union Cross kind of sucks, which I spoke about with that new X-Kyrie medal. I also will talk about the best and the worst worlds in Kingdom Hearts, as well as a rap that I wrote, which is a bit of a diss track on Kingdom Hearts, even though it's my favorite game, but that's really funny. My brother and sister have watched it, and they seem to enjoy it, so hopefully you guys like my Kingdom Hearts diss track. That should be coming out soon. Also, we did the Paqui one-chip challenge, and if you guys have not heard of this thing, it is essentially one chip that's made with the Carolina Reaper, which is formerly the hottest pepper in the world. It's the second hottest pepper in the world at this point, because the guy who invented the Carolina Reaper came out with Pepper X, which is way hotter and is now the hottest pepper in the world. You actually, I don't think, can even buy it as a pepper. You have to buy it as like a sauce. So that's scary. But no, this is made with Carolina Reaper and Ghost Pepper, and then it's the hottest chip in the world. It comes with one chip for $5, but this chip is going to blow your mind. Quite literally, might have a little hole in the back of your head, some smoke coming out your ears. And that said, Shane, my dad, and myself all did this, and I have a recording of it, but I'm editing it right now, so that will probably be posted not tomorrow, but a week after tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the $1 energy drink special. I bought 3 energy drinks that cost $1 at gas stations, and there might be other energy drinks that cost $1, but those are the only 3 that I could find, and I compared them to see for $1 which is the best energy drink you can get. That's exciting. Most energy drinks, especially like Red Bull, is way overpriced. You get a little tiny can for like $4, and it's cool that these companies are now coming out with cheaper alternatives. So, one more thing, I have my new setup, and I want to show you that real quick because it is kind of cool, I think. We've got, let me just disconnect this. Alright. My audio might not be as good while I'm doing this just because I am moving away from the microphone a little bit, but we're going to try and do this the best we can. Okay, so we've got our dual monitor. I've got my keyboard over here, and then I've got it a little rigged up weird right now, but my microphone is inside of a candle, just to hold it closer to my face. Over here we've got just some of my stuff that needs to go up on walls still. We've got lamps. Over here we've got my Cheers dartboard. Anyone seen Cheers, you will love this, but it has been used by me. Becca rocks, Zach sucks. But yeah, so I can just play darts in here. I got this out in Phoenix. We do not believe in ourselves until someone reveals that deep inside us is something valuable, worth listening to, worthy of our trust, sacred to our touch. Once we believe in ourselves, we can risk curiosity, spontaneous delight, or any experience that reveals the human spirit. And then we've got my guitar. This is actually my novel in 2 separate binders. They're both the same thing, just different edits of it. My ties. Got the Yeti and the Batman mask. The This Is Us Kleenexes. Elvis. Paqui One Chip Challenge. Civil War. My other guitars. And then I actually have one more guitar, but it is put away right now. I just don't have room for it in here. You can only have so many guitars in one room, right? Let me get this back on the tripod. Alright guys, so that is my new room, the setup, everything. Hopefully you like it. I think it'll be good to have some of this Kingdom Hearts stuff in the background for my videos, since I am a Kingdom Hearts channel now. And I hope all you Kingdom Hearts fans really enjoy everything that I'm doing. I've been working really hard getting a lot of scripts and things together to make the best and most educated videos I can about Kingdom Hearts, as well as just playing the games. They're super fun. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate Shane for letting me know about some of the audio issues, and I do apologize again for those being in the video at the beginning, and hopefully they're all good now. Still trying to get everything worked out. I do have the microphone. It's in a candle right now, but it's coming along. So if I can get all these audio issues fixed, we will have a live stream next Thursday. So I will see you guys then. In the meantime, I've been Zach. Don't you do crack, and I'll catch you in the future. Do 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 do.